Hi guys, my name's Tasha Rocker. Now if you haven't seen any of my videos before, I have a Facebook page called Tasha Rocker Living with Blindness, and my Twitter account is at Tasha Rocker, that's ROCCA. I'm just doing a really quick video because a lot of people ask me, I say that I have a rehab worker that comes around and helps me, teach me how to go out. I currently use a white cane to get around, and people kind of ask me about that, what it is and stuff. So I've decided to make this video because who are these people that are helping me? Now, Croydon Council, because I live in Croydon, I get help through something called a sensory team. Now, what is a sensory team? This is what people keep asking me. A sensory team is a group of people that help people with sensory disabilities, so hearing, sight loss, things like that. Anything that you use sensory to get around day to day. I have a rehab worker called Greg, and he's absolutely amazing. I love him. He makes my sessions not stressful, and he really puts his heart and soul into what he does. And you can tell he's really passionate about it. He doesn't do it just because it's a job. He does it because he genuinely wants to help people. And I can honestly say to you, he's given me so much confidence that sometimes he has to bring me back down. Because I think sometimes I can be a bit invincible, even though I'm not. So that's the sensory team. Now, there's so little people around that do this in every different county that there is. I think if I've got them right, and I apologise if I haven't, but I think to every rehab worker there is to help, there's 150,000 people. So you can see how many little of them there are, and he will come out of his way every week to come and teach me and guide me and teach me life skills to get around on my own without any help. Because before that, before I was registered blind, I was actually blind for a year, and I didn't have absolutely any help. I never went out without anyone on my arm, and that becomes, you become completely dependent on other people, and that's not me at all. If you knew me before, you know I'm not like that at all. But now I've been registered, and that was nothing to do with Croydon Council, that was just to do with my own consultant. His help has helped me absolutely so much, and I think people should just be aware that these teams are actually around, because I didn't know about them until I needed them, and I think there's something that should be known about just generally. You know that if you have an issue with any housing or anything to do with roads outside, you call your council. I think it should be the same about sensory teams, disability teams, anything like that, because it may not be you affected, but you may know someone that needs that help, and if you just had that information, you could pass it on, especially more elderly people, or people later on in their years, or even young people like me. I mean, I needed this from the age of 23, and I didn't know anything about it, and I just think there needs to be some more awareness spread. I'd love to do this job, obviously I couldn't, but yeah, I think there's some awareness needs to go around about what these guys do, because they are absolutely amazing at what they do, and they literally changed my life from a dependent life to an independent life, and I basically feel as normal as anybody else. I just have to do things in different ways, and it's just teaching me to do that, and for me to cope with life just in a different way that I'm used to. So guys, if you can retweet this, share this, and pass it on to anybody, any Croydon groups that there are, or anyone around this place. I think the awareness needs to be spread that these sensory teams, these disability teams, because I know with Croydon Council they work with people with physical disabilities between 18 and 64, they work with people with long-term illnesses from 18 plus, and they work with sensory impairments like mine from 18 plus. They do obviously have a children's section as well, but what I'm talking about is the adult section at the moment, and I just think that it's something that needs to be spoken about and shared. So if you could share this, it'd be absolutely amazing. Check out my Facebook page, it's Tasha Rocker Living with Blindness, or check out my tweets on my Twitter, it's at Tasha Rocker, that's ROCTA, and I hope to see you guys soon. See you later.